Hello guys, next session, concept finance function, introduction of finance function. It is a necessary part of a business system. Need for a money is perpetual. It is a never ending process from initial stage to decline stage of organization. Fund is required. It is a survival and further expansion of a business. Coming to meaning of finance function, the term finance function can be defined as a procurement of funds and their effective utilization in a business. Procurement is a obtain of a funds and their effective use in the organization or a business. Next, finance function can be broadly classified into two types: managerial finance function, routine finance function. In managerial finance function, investment decision. So, investment decision is a pattern of investment. It may be in the short term or the long term of the funds. Coming to finance decision, so it is a part of the capital structure of the company. So if it is a 50% of debt and 50% of equity, total 100% of capital. So whatever the investment has been done, there will be a profitability in the organization. Next, dividend decision. So dividend decision is a quantum of a profits for shareholders and retained earnings. Next point, routine finance function. It is a day-to-day activities in the organization. So coming to first point, cash balances. So it is a part of the supervision of the cash receipt and cash payment. So cash receipt is nothing but whenever the customers are purchasing a goods and services, they are paying an a amount. So it will be a part of the cash receipt. Cash payment is when the organization is buying some kind of goods and services. If they are paid, so it will be treated as the cash payment. Coming to securities, so here there will be a custody and safeguarding of the valuable documents of the organization. So coming to next, record keeping. So whatever the financial transaction happening in a day-to-day basis in the organization, so everything will be recorded in the books, as well as it will be reported towards the top management. So coming to next, aims of finance function. First point, acquiring adequate funds. So what the requirement of the funds in the organization, as well as the finding out the appropriate source for the rising and funds. It may be in the long term or short term. If it is a long term, investment will be done in the equity shares, preference share, debentures, etc. If it is a short term funds, it will be for the working capital requirements. So it may be a short term loan or overdraft facilities, etc. So coming to next point, proper deployment of funds. Deployment is nothing but a move of the funds. So as coming here, whatever the funds has been invested in the organization, it should be used effectively. So coming to here, it also says about the returns or the profits should be more than the cost of the investment in the organization. Escalating profitability. So here it is an increasing of the profitability of the concern, as well as the money generates money. So the money, whatever the investment has been done, so after that there will be a returns towards the organization. So it is a part of a money. Coming to next point, maximizing the firm's value. So here the organization value is linked with the profitability. So profitability is a ability to earn or a return in the organization. So here the maximizing part is nothing but it may be for the profits or wealth maximization. Moving to Next concept, organization of finance function. It is important as any other functional department in a company. It directly controlled by board of directors. Next, the structure and the size of finance department differ from one company to another company. If size is small, the owner will be taking responsibility of finance department. If size of organization is big, the independent finance department will be established in the organization. If the size of organization is very large, at that time the expert committee will assist the board in all financial matters. Next point, controlled by top management, because the survival and the growth, it will be depending on the sound financial decision by the firm, which will be taken by the top management. Next, the top management position to coordinate in the financial activities and other functional areas. So, as coming here, there will be a smooth flow of funds in the organization. So, at that time only, it can be reaching towards the profitability. So, coming to next, maintaining a solvency of a firm. The solvency is ability to pay a debt. So, whatever the borrowings has been done by the organization should be able to pay those debt. So, coming to finance function, so it will be controlled by the top management. The separate expert team will be looking after of the activities as well as the function according to the needs of the organization. So, as coming here, the common structure of finance department, it varies from business to business. So, coming to next, the finance function can be broadly divided into two parts. One will be an routine matters. Here, the routine matters is nothing but the day to day activities in the organization. It will be taken care by the treasurer. So, coming to second point, special financial functions. So, it will be taken care by the controller. For example, it may be a functional planning and budgeting. So, the budgeting is nothing but it will be a comparison of the standard with an actual budget as well as the investment decision, etc. Next concept, organization chart of finance department. In that you can see finance manager, under that finance committee subdivided into treasurer, controller. So here the chart is saying about it is not rigid, the changes can easily adopted, it can be altered according to the needs of the individual organization. So as coming here, the designation need not to be identified as a manager. In the recent trends, they can call for usage of a designation as director's president. So coming to next, it says about the usage of controller and treasurer designation is popular in USA. So in India, it is slightly different. Role of treasurer. So here it will be a routine or a repetitive nature. So it is a part of the day-to-day activities in the organization. So coming to here, the maintaining day-to-day activities, the financial transaction taking place in the organization day to day, everything will be recorded in the books. Opportunities for investment. So here the financial decision will be taken of what type of investment can be done. So coming to next, periodical tax administration and insurance related problems will be taken care by the treasurer, as well as the paying of interest as well as the principal amount, it will be also taken care by the treasurer. Next, role of controller. So he will be more responsible than the treasurer because he will be in charge on the all financial decision. As coming here, it also says about the other important issues will be looked after by the controller. As coming here, it also says about the it may be a preparation of financial planning or a investment or annual reports. Everything will be taken care by the controller. So he will be a role of a staff towards the top management. A conclusion or a conclude is say come to an end. So as coming here, the both responsibility is smooth running of the business as well as the achieving the wealth maximization. It is a part of the gradually increase in the value of asset. It will be taken care by the controller.